29 episodes.
4 terms.
Over 100 videos.
One man with all the buttons.
Let's roll the tape!
Does it start again? I've got it now.
Hold up, it's Thursday night, that means Young Life Club is on tonight. Y-O-U-N-G-L-I-F-E 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 Hold up, it's Thursday night.
Young Life Club is on
Tonight. Hold up, it's Thursday night.
Young Life Club is on
Tonight. I'm going back to Young Life. I'm going back to Young Life. I'm going back to Young Life. I'm going back to Young Life.
Hold up, it's Thursday night. Young Life Club is on tonight.
I'm going back to Young Life. I'm going back to Young Life. Hold up, it's Thursday night. That means Young Life Club is on tonight.
Bonjour!
Salut!
Hola!
That's it.
Thank you, James.
Hello! James just
Welcome.
wrote intro for us. There it is. There we go. Hello. This is fun. We're suited. We're booted.
Guys, it is the final That
final
Young Life
last
show.
One.
And you know who's really upset about it?
Tell us.
You know who is? Tim.
Is he?
Yep.
Tim,
there
don't
we
be
go.
upset.
Little Pete.
Tonight
Don't
is
cry.
full of fun.
Full of
Fun
it.
times.
You guys, we're going to be reminiscing.
I'm going to reminisce.
You going to reminisce?
I'm going to reminisce.
Good. And we've also got all the content from this term. You guys, we're so excited. Thank you for joining us. Right now, get on your phone and text a friend or 2 or 3 and
Go
tell
on.
them to come because they're going to see our journey tonight and we're going to have loads of fun. So, yeah, here we are. Kieran, how are you?
I'm good. I'm glad Taylor noticed the tie. Keep it formal, Taylor. Respect. Earn the respect.
Oh, yeah, I haven't got a tie. I'm sorry. I'll
can't.
work on that.
You can't buy class.
I do have my
No,
name badge.
no, you can't.
No.
Okay, so I'm very excited. We've got all sorts of things coming up, but mixed in with all the nostalgia, because we also have a new song from James Blundell.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Blunderfield.
that's not the name of it. We also have 2 Ruths and a Light, of course, and other things,
Should we
other
start with
surprises.
some more brand new content just to get people thinking?
I
Yes.
think there is only one
Get
person we can
The minds
get the
going.
minds working. Get
Wake 'em up.
The GCSEs.
Get the gears.
in gear.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Full
It's-
screen.
Full
It's
screen.
me,
Hello.
It's Josh.
full screen Josh.
Oh, I'm
Hi,
sorry.
guys.
Sorry, we didn't say you weren't full screen. Josh, how are you?
I am good. How are you, Ed?
Well, I'm very well, except no one can see me because you're full screen.
Because I'm up here. Yeah, I'm up here.
Where is up here?
You mean geographically?
It looks like a tropical island.
I mean,
Palm trees
I
out
feel
there.
like being very
It
secretive
does kind
with
of,
this
doesn't
now,
it?
and I feel bad for inquiring.
Look at the hair
S-
as well.
Somewhere. Oh, I know. I had a haircut the other day.
Woo!
That's
Fresh.
nice.
So fresh. So
Um,
clean, clean.
They didn't cut much off.
Yeah. So
You didn't
the
get your money's worth.
well, I didn't get my money's worth because I didn't pay for it.
Oh,
Got it for free.
That.
But yeah, the background there, I could be anywhere between Essex and Asia.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Closer to
Steve
it.
Who
King
knows?
thinks it's Tracy Island. I like that.
okay. Right. Sorry about that. I was using it as a full excuse. There we
Wow.
Oh,
go.
what
There
a tie.
we go.
What worthwhile?
Yeah.
Worthwhile there.
Turns
Okay.
out you can buy class.
It turns out you can buy class. £12 from Top Man. Josh, we would
Hello.
like you really to set us a riddle right at the beginning of this. We've got people in the comments getting on that. So, do you have a riddle for us, Josh?
I may or may not have
Well,
a riddle.
could you tell us?
Is that it?
I'm kind of
That is
hoping
the
you do.
riddle.
That's the riddle.
Okay,
He's
well,
Googling.
he's googling away.
I
How
may
quick
or
can he
may
Google
not.
a riddle. Let's see, Tim. Do you have a riddle? Oh no, he's
How's
got
that
toast.
Magnum?
How's the
You could see I was eating.
yeah?
know it.
All right. I've got very paranoid leaders now. Oh, James finds that funny. Good. Josh, how's that going?
Hello.
Go? How's the riddle?
I think I may have one.
Good. That is good. Because Tia says riddle us, Josh.
All pressure's on there. Okay. Who spends the day at the window, goes to the table for meals, and hides at night?
I think it might be my mum.
I hope not.
It's almost
She
like,
had-
like
no.
Josh read that
Right.
rather than memorised.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Say it again, please.
Okay. Who spends the day at the window, goes to the table for meals, and hides at night?
Yeah, that is my mum.
Interesting. Get your answers in on the
Sarah,
comments.
who do you think it is?
I don't know. I was thinking a cat.
Oh, nice.
Cats and dogs are
Okay.
going.
Yeah, Ruth sees there's my dog.
My dog. It's
Para-
specific.
Taylor says a paranoid young life leader. Yeah,
Wow.
that's that.
Interesting. Josh, we're going to come back to you. And we're
Joshua.
going to find
Awesome.
out. Thank you so much. Enjoy your water.
We'll see
Thank
you
you.
soon. Oh, what
Very
a
good.
day!
Best
So
stuff.
that is the new question. Someone what? It could be a what.
The answer is always Ruth Cordell.
It is.
Always.
always
That's
gonna
what
be-
Dylan says. That's not my word.
That's
Okay.
the answer is always Ruth Cordell. Yes.
Very good.
My cat don't eat at the table.
Well,
Okay.
moving on.
Kieran, we're not just going to
doing
read
the
out the
Gonna read
comments.
Not doing the accent challenge either.
There's no accent challenge. Okay,
Good.
but what we are going to do this term, we have been blessed by being interviewed, or some of the leaders have been interviewed by the wonderful Emma, and she's going semi-live tonight.
Oh, interesting.
Because here is what Emma has sent. So as soon as I find the video, here's Emma.
Welcome to Emma's Life Stories with your host, it's Emma.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Emma's Life Stories. This week we'll be looking back over some of the highlights of the That's Young Life show with its hosts. We'll be asking them about their favourite moments, starting with Kieran.
Okay, my highlight, mainly for the catchy theme tune, but also for the content. It is Ruth Cordell's segment of the show.
Love.
Time for another highlight now. Phil,
Geronimo!
what is your favourite part of the That's Young Life show been?
Well, thanks, Emma, for that wonderful question. For me, it'd have to be a man that has hit the full screens non-stop this term. Coming from Josh, it would be a 7-word story from Josh. Thanks, Emma.
And finally, we come to Ed. What is your highlight of the That's Young Life show been?
Well, Emma, thanks for putting me third. I would say probably witnessing Sarah having trouble with a bovine companion. Sarah getting chased by a cow while trying to investigate nature.
Amazing.
So what I'd love to do,
Yep.
and I think would be a great idea, is if we could just do a mini montage of our highlights.
Oh,
That'd be good.
So
Shall we see some old content?
I like
a
this.
Ruth Cordell,
Ruth
a
Cordell.
7-word story, and a Sarah getting chased by a cow.
Let's do it.
What a
Let's
dream.
do it!
This is the Ruth Cordell segment of the show. Investigate and educate us, Ruth. This is the Ruth Cordell segment of the show. Investigate and educate us, Ruth. Educate us, Ruth.
Did you know that Terry's first product was actually a chocolate apple? And the brand was originally called Terry's Chocolate Apple. And the first orange didn't appear until 1932. Now, Ed, Terry's advice for eating a chocolate orange is to tap to break up the segments, unwrap the chocolatey goodness, and to enjoy.
When you're tired at the end of the day, settle down with a 7-word story from Josh.
Hi guys, time for another story. Here we go. Ah yes. 3 little pigs, 1 wolf. Pigs win. I like that one. Alright, good night guys.
It's Christmas time, and there's no need to be afraid. At Christmas time, we let in love and banish hate.
But we also cut down viable pine trees and bring their dying carcasses into our houses to decorate to celebrate the season.
Home to squirrels, chipmunks, and woodpeckers, pine trees have become the surprising centerpiece to a traditional Christmas. But do they mind?
I've come to this Christmas tree farm to investigate the wildlife.
Sorry, Sarah.
Yeah?
You're not going to believe this.
Why are you... Oh my gosh! Go!
A few moments later.
Come on. Pick up. Pick up, pick up, pick up. Hello? Phil. Oh my gosh, it's happening again. I don't know what to do. No, this cow, it chased me for hours. Hours. Oh my gosh. I don't No, I'm safe. I'm fine. He didn't hurt me. No, it's okay. Do you want me to come get you? Yeah, I'm at the office. There's no way he'd get to the office. I mean, surely not. So I just really don't want to walk home. Can you come and get me? What was that? I'm so paranoid. I don't. Yeah, if you could just come get me. Phil, come.
Wow. Memories.
Yeah.
Memories. How good was that?
It was. Do you know what? It was a throwback.
It was, wasn't it? And going back to Sarah there, she was on the phone to me.
Yeah.
But she hasn't let me know how things are with the cow.
No, I mean, it happened right here. And then since then...
Well, we can just check in with her if you want. We can... Sarah, how's things with the cow going?
Fine. Fine, totally.
What?
Totally fine.
That's...
I took care of it. No need to worry. It's all good.
See you soon.
Wow. What was she?
Okay. No, I think we move on.
Oh, that was a little strange.
I think we need some light-hearted... Do you know what? I need answers about some things. Can we get back to...
I want to hear about a window and something.
Yeah.
And some
I
food.
need to clear my mind from what I've just
I've
seen.
already sorted this one.
Yeah.
I know the answer to this. The riddle... Wait a minute. There's something we didn't do earlier.
Oh.
He's a man questions.
Here it is.
We've got the theme tune.
Sarah,
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Josh.
Come on and riddle us, Josh.
I'm very sorry for getting a theme tune, Josh.
I can't believe
full
it.
screen.
But it's okay, you know.
About putting you full screen, Josh.
It happens. All right.
Okay.
Who spends the day at the window, goes to the table for meals, and hides at night? It's a fly.
I mean, we could ask people, but yeah, I think a fly. It's fine.
I would never have got that.
To be honest, there's a lot of questions about cows coming in. Can the cow join Young Life?
I'm gonna do another impression.
It seems
Poor cow.
Poor cow.
Interesting.
You are eating the cow.
Interesting.
Did she eat the cow? Is that a beef burger? Can the cow join in? Not anymore,
Right.
Taylor.
So, now we need to come on to Josh's riddle, don't we, Josh?
Yes, we do.
Josh, tell me. Do you want to remind us of the... Okay, it was a fly. It was a
fly.
But it does also fit for my mum.
Josh.
Hello.
Could you tell me what your highlight of this whole Young Life show has been?
I quite liked when Emma sprayed Ed Gold.
Wow. And you know what, Josh?
No.
Because you've said that,
No.
you can't make this stuff up.
It was
No.
It was a golden moment.
A golden moment indeed. Ladies and gentlemen,
No.
Josh's favourite moment.
No.
Press that button, Ed.
No.
Press that button. Ladies and
Press it.
gentlemen.
Spray Ed Gold. Emma in a nursery with spray paint. She's got the power to know she won't make a mess. Always believe in Spray Ed Gold.
Target acquired.
Hi, Emma. You alright? Everything okay?
That's going gold.
what have you done? I've got meetings this afternoon. Spray and go. Emma in a nursery with spray paint. She's got the power to know she won't make a mess. Always believe in spray and go.
Golden.
Absolutely fuming.
Absolutely.
What a highlight.
Brilliant.
That's amazing.
Superb stuff.
I've been bullied.
Well,
but it's been good to look back. But we have new people, we have new things and new concepts.
We do.
Something old, something new.
Something new, something rap.
Oh.
So,
something borrowed.
Last week, as you will remember, we unwrapped 3 gifts that James Blunderfield was to make into a rap.
And do we know what we had? Kieran, what did you open?
Wait a second. I think, Kieran, what did you
I
open?
had an electric alien pencil sharpener. There it is.
Look at that. I had the bin, the lime green smiley face bin. There it is.
And I had a pointer.
That's a nice shoe.
It's a very
I'd say
nice shoe.
it needs a polish.
It's actually... no, never mind.
That's style. So, there is only one man who can turn those into a rap that we know. That man has been James Blunderfield.
Here he is.
James.
Hi, guys.
How are you?
I'm alright. Yourselves?
We're well.
I'm very excited, James. I've got to be honest. I'm very
I
excited.
feel very underdressed right now, but
Yeah, you look at.
Could have made an effort.
Sorry, dropped the ball.
So, last week's obvious rap. How did that go down with the charts?
It was a lot harder this time.
Okay.
But very fun. Very fun.
It was good. So, tell you who has left their chair.
I don't blame him, to be honest.
He's just gone.
I wouldn't
Where's
want to
Josh?
listen to it either.
Josh, where are you? Okay. Do you know what else I did notice? Steve has been eating biscuits, James.
Yeah.
Oh, what biscuits?
I thought you told me it was dressed down Thursday. Look.
Oh, look at that.
You can't buy class.
Right, James.
Yes.
So we gave you an electric stapler. No, an electric pencil
sharpener. Yep.
A bin.
Yeah.
And
Pointer.
And a pointer. Shall we see how you got on?
Let's have a look.
Because I think it was fun.
Let's do it.
Here we go. Yo. Young life. Yo, Kieran. Yeah, what's up, partner? I hope you let this brand new beat brought ya out of this world like that plug-in sharpener. Man, these items are getting harder and harder. Hey, Phil, is that a tabletop bin? Don't wait, it's smiling because of what you're putting in. The faces turn green, I take the hint. Once you clear it out, but maybe give it a mint. Okay. Young life. Yeah.
Boil an egg?
Hey, I'm trying to figure it out. Do you fry this stuff in, or is it just laying around? Do you bring it from home, or maybe lost and found? I'm getting off topic, gotta turn it around. Yeah, this beat is sick. Like that tiny hand all up on that stick. You know I love you all, I'm just taking the mic. Shame it's the last show, gotta finish up quick.
Wow.
Very good.
I am very
The
impressed.
rap skills are amazing, but I've also got a new dance move now. It's the,
It's
Oh,
the
the
blunder.
crab bop, yeah. That's an old school hip hop move, you see.
I like that.
Old school. My school started in 1660.
Old, very
You're
old.
welcome.
That is old school, yeah.
That is, yeah. James, thank you very much for doing that. Just
Superstar.
while we've got you on,
Yeah.
I was just thinking now would be a good time. So you're based in Hoddesdon, Young Life.
Indeed.
The
Yes, I am.
mighty Hod. So people will be seeing you around there. What have you got coming up in terms of... Actually, we'll come back to you for the end. I'm jumping ahead. I'm jumping through this. We've got you all evening. We will catch up with you in a bit. Thank you. I went freestyle there. I'm sorry.
Too much control sometimes.
I'll see you soon.
See you later.
Cheers, James.
Bye-bye.
Oh, man.
One man with all the power.
Yes.
Final show. What's happening? The guy's gone rogue.
Yeah. No,
He's lost all class. Look, the tie fell off.
The
It's
tie
gone.
has gone. I don't know how many buttons to undo. That's
keep it
that's
there.
Where we're
Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay. So
yeah,
we've already seen her once, but I feel like we need more Ruth Cordell in our lives.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Clipboard's ready.
If people are ready for it, I think we play the
Everybody, get your clipboards ready.
We know you've got them at home.
It's
hands
that time.
in the air for 2 Ruths and
Here comes Ruth Cordell with 3 stories of a life. 2 are true and 1 is false. Work out which. 2 Ruths and a lie. 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 Which are which?
That
What a
is
thing.
catchy.
Wrong.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we are able to watch fellow leaders singing along, and they are all going for it for that
I'll tell you,
one. Woo!
there is one person who goes for it a lot, and that is Tim.
Thank you, Tim.
But that's not Ruth Cordell, because there's only one Ruth Cordell! Oh, Ruth Cordell! Do you know, Ruth? I've written a few theme songs for this show. And the ones that people seem to latch themselves onto are the Ruth Cordell ones. So we had the Ruth Cordell segments. The Ruth Cordell segment of the show.
I think it's just my name. It rhymes.
I think
well.
it's
You liked it as well,
People
then.
want an EP of Ruth Cordell songs.
Ruth Cordell,
So,
Ruth
what
Cordell.
I love to do, I've got 2 challenges that I was meant to that I should. I want people to write a song that involves Ruth Cordell in the song, just like we've already got. Sorry, I didn't tell you about this. There's another one that you're really gonna like.
Okay.
So over the next week, keep them coming in. We will. I have caused panic in here. That involve Ruth Cordell. The second challenge, Ruth. This is great because this is so. Kieran, you're a teacher, aren't you?
Yes.
Good. Okay. By the end of this show, you're going to write us a limerick.
Okay.
About the things. Okay, so I can just say it and it happens now. It's great. It's taken me 29
I've got
episodes
a
to
laptop
realise
here,
I have
I can
this
type it.
power. Okay, Ruth Cordell.
Yeah.
2 Ruths and a lie. Our favourite game show. We've got 2 people who are going to try and guess it. One of which is trying to write a limerick.
No guessing from me.
Ruth Cordell, what is today's title?
It's called Failed Walks.
Failed Walks. Failed Walks.
Yes.
I've got a good failed walk story that involves Snowdonia.
Do you?
But
I've got one of those too.
have you?
Lie.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, Phil. Me and Ruth were just having a catch up.
Yeah.
Anyway, Ruth, let's go with story number 1. I'm gonna do a full story, Ruth.
Okay. So, on a sponsored walk from the Whipsnade Tree Cathedral to Dunstable Downs, and we were going to go round Dunstable Downs as well, one of the members of my youth group decided to jump over a hedge instead of waiting to go over the stile. However, he did not realise that there was barbed wire. Sorry, I'm a horrible person. I'm laughing. He did not realise that there was barbed wire in the hedge, and he cut up the backs of his legs And he and I and another leader had to turn around and take him back to my car and take him to the hospital.
Okay, so that was a failed walk because somebody tried to jump a stile, cut up the backs of their legs, and had to go to hospital.
I know we usually do all three first, but can I interject?
Yeah.
Her theme tunes are off the scale, but she's been trapped in Wales. We want her back with a segment to snack. Without her, surely we'd fail.
Oh, it's good.
Unbelievable.
Oh, it's very good. It's very... He's quick.
More!
He can't tell you
Another?
what the first story was about, but he's got a limerick.
I heard about a walk in Dunstable Downs. I was listening.
Right.
I've got it all.
Okay, that's special because I travel to Dunstable Downs and that area quite often, so I know the distances involved there, Ruth.
You also know where the barbed wire is, which is good.
I do. I also know if I drive slow enough at one bit, I can see penguins.
Wow.
You can.
You can. Okay, so story number 2, Ruth Cordell going full screen. Boom.
So I went to Wales, not this time, obviously. I've been trapped here. I went to Wales to the Snowdonia National Park with the intention of climbing Snowdon even. And on the first day, we had to do a practice walk. Halfway round, I fell over and twisted my ankle. And because it didn't hurt too bad, they helped me round the rest of this practice walk. And so I finished it. I didn't really have a choice. However, the next day I woke up and my ankle was so bruised and swollen that we cancelled the Snowdon walk. So we didn't go up Snowdon, we just walked around the base.
Right. So
that's why that's a failed
she injured
walk.
her ankle so badly on the practice day that she couldn't go up Snowdon. Did you take the train?
No, for some reason we just went home.
Oh, right. You could have taken the train. Anyway, yeah, sorry. Right. Okay.
Next.
So, next, yes. Ruth Cordell, story number 3, please.
On a Christian Aid walk round London, we had to go to different points to sign in. It's like a sponsored walk, and we had to go to different points to sign in. Lie. Can I finish first?
Lie. It's not sponsored. Sorry, no, it's... Carry on.
So we had to go to the checkpoints. There we go, checkpoints. We had to go to the different checkpoints to sign in to make sure we were doing the walk correctly. And we'd got round the main sponsored section. And my dad and I, because we were doing it together, wanted to carry on and see the sights because basically we walked around the back streets of London at this point. And that's about it. And a member of my group was so fed up that she sat down in the middle of a street and just had a complete hissy meltdown and was like, I'm fed up. I want to go home. I don't want to be in London anymore.
Understandable.
And so I know. And so we just stopped and got back on the train and came home, having really seen nothing of London, just
the back
houses.
streets.
Just the back streets.
Ooh, so... Right, I'll summarise. Story 1, boy jumps at the Whipsnade Tree Cathedral to Dunstable Downs. Boy jumped over stile, cut leg up, so Ruth had to stop walking. Tale 2, she injured her leg while walking round Snowdon on the practice, so couldn't go up Snowdon. Or tale 3, she walked around London on a sponsored walk, did the rubbish bits of London, and then one of her groups refused to carry on when it got to the good bits.
Because, what I wrote down about that third one, I obviously misheard. I wrote down that you can sponsor Ruth's dad to see the sights, members can sit on the street or go home on the train.
Yeah.
That's all I got from that.
Haiku?
So, first thing, Ruth, the first one, I heard a lot of fake laughter. I don't know if it was, but you said that the person jumped over and then got barbed wire on the back of their legs.
Yeah.
That is what.
Explain. How does that happen, please?
Jump
If they're jumping over, they're surely going to be on their shins.
So they could have fallen backwards onto
Yeah, they sort of fell back onto it. Like you fell, like jumped over, and then just sort of.
And it was on the back of their legs, not on their back.
No, like the backs, the top half of the, like just up the backs of their legs,
Yeah,
like
see.
they like scraped down.
She's struggling.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Kieran, any questions?
Could you repeat all three again? I was busy trying to write. I've written another poem.
Go.
Okay.
Well, we'll come to that once we've got the answer. 'Cause
Okay.
It leads nicely into the next bit.
Oh, my
Sorry.
sister just
You
texted
give
me
me a
with
job.
her
I
choice.
get-
Taylor,
Taylor
I'm going
knows
to make
his
an
stuff.
appeal to you, Taylor. I want to see your answer, Taylor.
Because number one is the lie.
Number one,
Taylor
he's
said
going with
number
number
one
one.
is
See,
the lie.
I was going with number one.
No, it's not number one, guys.
Oh.
It is definitely number two. You should get the train. You should go up. You don't.
Okay.
Go up. Train.
I
Number
see.
two.
My issue
Well,
with
my
number one-
sister has literally just texted me to say, I think the London one is the lie.
So because lots of people, Tia thinks it's two, James thinks one. No, very few people are saying three, except Beth
Damn.
Cordell. So that's interesting that Beth says that. My reasoning for number one is knowing the distance between Dunstable Downs and the Tree Cathedral isn't. I wouldn't have said it's that far, but if you to do it with cut up legs, I suppose. So
Wait,
what are we
it's
saying?
not that far, but you go to from the cathedral to the Downs, and then you go round the Downs,
Oh,
and then you
okay.
come back to the Tree Cathedral.
That is sounding further.
I'm still
It's
sticking
really
with
good
one.
for flying kites.
I'm sticking
there,
with
though.
one.
It's brilliant
Okay.
for flying
Sticking with
kites.
one.
One
Taylor, it's number two, mate.
and Taylor thinks it's number
He's
one.
telling me now. Look.
Oh, Emma
James
and
Blunderfield
James
thinks
jumping
all
on the
that.
three
Emma
bandwagon.
and James. That is a
Sneaky.
strong right.
Sneaky.
Okay, Ruth Cordell, tell us which is the lie.
Two.
I mean, Taylor's right again.
Yes, number one. We're right. We did that. High five.
I've
Distance.
won against Kieran though every week.
Hey!
Wait.
But Ruth, just for you, even though
Yes.
that face is looking like that from Kieran, he has something to read to you now.
I mean,
But-
it's not.
It's not.
Oh,
He's
come
done
on.
something
It's
completely
for after.
different.
Yeah, we'll lead into
But-
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But not now.
Not just yet.
Okay.
Okay. Ruth Cordell, thank you so much for doing Two Ruths and a Lie. I think it's great to be known for something, and I love that it is this. Here's your theme tune.
Here comes Ruth Cordell with 3 stories of a life. 2 are true and 1 is false. Work out which. Two Ruths and a lie. 2 Ruths and a lie. 2 Ruths and a lie. 2 Ruths and a lie. Which are which?
Okay, everyone, here we are. Here's a man to raise the bar. You'd better stop and believe that we're calling on Steve for the best part of the show so far.
Hi there, everyone. We heard last week from Phil about the authority Jesus has to heal and also the authority to say that a person's sins are forgiven. It's fine to have authority, but you also need the capability to make what you say happen. When my oldest daughter was in year 6 at school, she became very ill, feverish, very thirsty, and her body was extremely floppy. So we called the doctor. That was the person who had authority to tell us what was wrong. The doctor came out to see her, and they thought, well, she might have gastroenteritis. However, she got worse, and we called out another doctor. Again, same result. Another day passed, and we called out a third doctor, and he realised it may be much more serious and told me to get her to hospital now, that it might be meningitis. I got her to hospital, and they gave her antibiotics, but she was still very ill. A nurse told the registrar to call out the consultant because she felt it was much more serious than the registrar could deal with. The consultant came out and he saved Natalie's life. He told others to do things that they were shocked to have to do because they had not seen this situation before. They had large syringes filled with fluid that they had to get into her veins. This would normally cause too much fluid on the lungs, but not in this situation. When they hesitated, he told them in no uncertain terms to do it. All the doctors that saw Natalie had authority because they were doctors and we trusted them. But it was only one who had the capability to save her life. He had knowledge and experience. He knew what was needed and made sure it was done, even though others thought it was dangerous. I have some good news to tell you. However, it's only good news when you understand the bad news. Now, physically, Natalie was in a bad way, and spiritually, we too are in a bad way. It's not that we're ill spiritually, we're actually dead spiritually. We're dead to God. We need some way that we can be made alive so that we can have a relationship with God. The problem is, we have this thing called sin. We've all turned away from God, made ourselves the most important thing. It shows in how we behave and the things we do. We put ourselves first and God and others second, come way down the list. It means we face God's judgment because we have chosen to reject him. The good news is that God loves us and longs to bring us back into a relationship with him. And he made a way for this to happen. He sent his son Jesus to do just that, to take our place and so face God's judgment for us. For this to work, it had to be someone who could represent us. That person had to be a human being so that he could stand in the place of human beings. But that person also had to be perfect, to be someone who lived a life fully for God and not for himself. He also had to be able to represent not just one human being, but many. So who was going to be capable of doing this? Just like that doctor that was capable of saving Natalie's life, we need someone who is capable of making us alive. So God the Father sent his Son to be born and grow as a human being so he could represent us. That's what we remember at Christmas. One of the things that it says about Jesus in the Bible is, for we do not have someone who represents us, who is unable to empathise with our weaknesses, but we have one who has been tempted in every way, just as we are, yet he did not sin. He was every bit a human being, going through all that we do. Jesus faced temptations to do things differently to how God the Father intended. When Jesus started his ministry, the Bible tells us, then Jesus, full of the power of the Holy Spirit, returned to Galilee from the river Jordan. He was led by the Spirit to different places in the wilderness, where he was tempted by the devil for 40 days. The devil tested Jesus by trying to deflect him from God's will. Jesus didn't eat anything during those days, and at the end of that time, he was extremely hungry. The devil tempted Jesus by challenging him, if you really are the Son of God, command this stone to become a loaf of bread. Prove you're God's Son by performing a miracle. Use your own special powers to satisfy your hunger. But Jesus answered the devil, it's written in the scriptures, people don't just need physical food to survive. Life is more than eating. What's even more important is taking in every word that comes from God's mouth. Then the devil led Jesus up to a high place and in a split second gave him a tantalizing glimpse of all the kingdoms of the world. The devil said to him, I can give you all their power and dazzling splendor because they've been given to me and to anyone I want to give them. All these will be yours if you just submit to my authority and worship me. Jesus answered him, it's written in the scriptures, worship the Lord your God, honour and serve only him. You see, we get tempted to do things we should not do, and many times we do it. Temptation itself is not wrong, but acting on it is. We might see something we want and decide it's easier to take it, to steal it. Jesus was tempted to do things the easy way rather than stick to God's plan. Hey, Jesus, you're good at miracles. Feed yourself. The Father wanted him to do that to feed others, to display God's love and concern to others, not to feed himself. Hey, Jesus, you can become king of the world if only you worship me, says Satan. Get the glory of being Lord of the world without the pain of having to go to the cross to take the place of people. They're not worth it. But then God's plan to save people is ended. Jesus loved his Father so much that he submitted fully to him. And in doing that, he also showed his love for you and for me. The night before he was crucified, he went to a garden called Gethsemane with some of his friends. The Bible tells us Jesus began to be gripped by absolute terror and extreme anguish at the prospect of the suffering that lay ahead of him. He began to pray that if possible, he would not have to go through this awful time of suffering. Take this cup of judgment away from me if possible. Yet not what I want, but what you want. My deepest prayer is that I want to submit to your purposes. Where we ignore God and go our own way, Jesus followed God's will perfectly. He had no sin. That meant he did not just have authority to say, your sins are forgiven, but he was capable of making that a reality for you and me, and so make it possible for us to reconnect with God, who made us, and so we can have eternal life. What is our response to this? Each of the leaders has put their trust in this Jesus. We who were dead are now alive. We once were enemies of God and now we're friends. The same can be true for you. If you have any questions about this, even if you just want to ask, what was Stephen going on about? I didn't get it. Or what does trusting in Jesus mean? Please get in touch with a leader and we can talk to you about it. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you that you loved us so much, that you opened up a way for us to get to know you by sending your perfect, sinless Son, Jesus, to die in place of us, so that we might live.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Steve. So when I hear a talk, occasionally, not all the time, but I need to do it more, I take notes. And if there's one thing that you should be doing when you hear your Young Life leader give a talk, is to take notes. And at home, you can do that. But at club, it might be a little bit more difficult. Take mental notes. But this is what I wrote down. We have a loving God. Jesus stood in our place. He stood in your place. Jesus is capable to change our lives, to change your life for the best, so that we can reconnect with the Father. Amazing. Thank you so much, Steve. That was superb. So,
yes,
what a way to finish that Young Life show with probably one of the best club talks right there. Thank you, Steve. But there's more.
There is more. We've got an extra half an hour tonight. Are people up for an extra half an hour? Because we've got some stuff we want to play.
And thinking about that,
yep.
I remember a few weeks back we were doing things, and Kieran, you've been showcasing your skill in the arts.
You had.
And if I remember rightly, Ed,
dabbling.
We were doing.
What
was it? Babbling.
Dabbling.
I'm dabbling in the arts.
I see.
We did some moving performances of some drama.
Yeah.
For those of you, but Kieran got everyone to help with the script, and I wonder if tonight we might do the same. Kieran, are you up for that?
Well, I was writing the poems, and as soon as I'd finished the poems, I was like, no, I need a challenge. I'm going to write a script just off the top of my head tonight.
Okay.
Well, I haven't quite. It was more challenging than the poems, I will admit.
Okay.
So have we got anyone on the line?
Well, we've got everyone in the comments. to help
Yes.
you. They
People
can
at
help
home.
you. But also, I've got some leaders that maybe could help that didn't know they were
Great.
doing this.
Here we go.
None of them
Here
know.
they come.
To be honest, I don't know. I just started writing. Let it flow. But I need some help.
Let it flow.
Let it
Let
flow.
it flow.
Let it
Okay,
flow, let it
Kieran.
flow.
Okay, Kieran. So
Okay.
here's what's going to happen. Kieran is writing a script, but he needs certain words just to inspire him, and then maybe we'll have a bit of a performance in a bit. So what we're going to do, Kieran is going to shout out words or topics and what we want from the leaders, and in the comments. I'll be the voice of the comments.
Thank you.
Um,
Phil, can you help me with some of the leaders because they might all be shouting?
Yeah.
And then
Okay,
I'll be the
shouty
typer.
leaders. Shouty
Okay.
leaders.
Could I please have from you at home a silly word, and from the
Silly
leaders,
word.
I want a sound a bird makes that I can spell.
Okay.
Twit to woo.
Twit woo.
To wit to woo. Nice
Okay,
one.
people at home, I need a silly word.
Okay.
We need a silly word in the comments, please.
And from James specifically. James, what's your favourite number?
7.
Oh, good.
Is that your PIN number?
Okay. Let's see.
I've got
You
a
just need 3 more.
choice.
Oh, there's
There are some good ones. Floof.
Oh, wait, no, you had a funny word earlier, didn't you? We can have a few silly words. Let's go for floof is good. Floof is good. We'll go for that. Phil, what was your funny word earlier?
Well, but.
Like
Sorry.
bottom.
Yeah. It's a funny word.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay.
It is.
Can't argue.
Okay,
Yes.
but that's good. Okay. Could I have, let's see, Tim, you're there. Could I have a fictional place? And from everyone at home, the scariest insect in a zoo.
Scariest insect in a
Tim, what's
zoo.
a fictional place that you can
Oh, fictional place. I've got to say Hogwarts because I was there the other day.
What?
The bit of Scotland where Hogwarts is filmed,
Oh, okay.
or like, yeah, well, they use as the background. Yes, there we go.
I was going to say,
This is
people are
his friend
still
Harry.
on silly words.
I might have some more silly words. Do I have more silly words? Maybe
Snake
not.
is a scary...
Snake.
A snake? Is that an
Snake.
insect? But
James
we'll go
is...
with it.
Oh, scariest insect.
I did say
That's a
insect,
zoo.
but if it's not, the snake might work.
Insect.
If not, we'll go with snakes. But from the leaders, could I have a celebrity name?
Steve King, celebrity name.
I thought you say Steve King was a celebrity.
Not wrong.
We've got
It's famous.
Scorpion as the scariest. Thank you, Helen.
Steve, have you got
and Tia, Scorpion.
Celebrity
Steve,
name.
his celebrity
Um,
name?
Kim Kardashian.
Wonderful. Thank you for that.
I never thought I'd see the day when I heard Steve King. Yeah.
You wait till you
That's
hear it
brilliant.
in the play. I know where it is.
What do we need next?
A verb ending in ing, a doing word ending in ing.
And who would you like that from?
Someone in here?
Josh.
Josh?
Painting.
Yes, that's
Painting.
lovely.
Nice.
Full
Full
screen
screen,
Josh. There he is.
Okay,
Yes.
at home, an adjective, a describing word. An
Describing
adjective.
word. Come on home, people. We can do this.
And from a leader, Ruth, what wouldn't you want the waiter to say? What would you not like to hear a waiter say? You can have a minute to think if you need.
Can I have my fingernail back?
Oh.
I have my fingernail back. Wow.
Tia says
Oh. Goodness.
Funny. And someone else on here, a number. Again, not James this time, 7's boring.
12.
12, 712.
These are very small
James,
numbers.
is that James? Is that your PIN number?
There's one more
712.
number. One more
It's
number.
getting a bit
Getting
scary.
close.
It is getting a bit scary, yes.
Ruth, back to your waiter. Which restaurant was that in? That happened?
Don't give him that story. We
No.
might need that for 2
No,
weeks
I
and
need
a
a
lie
restaurant.
in the
I do need a
future.
chain restaurant.
Hanbury Manor.
A chain
Yeah.
restaurant.
Chain restaurant.
You can't eat chains.
No. What about McDonald's?
Good.
Yeah, that works.
McDonald's.
Helen says 132. Are we all guessing James's PIN number now? This is a great game.
Okay, everyone at home, we need another verb.
Verb
Doing
from
word.
you at home. Doing word.
Even if you get it, there ain't much in there, so good luck.
Right, which leader haven't we been to for a while?
Tim.
Tim, which event do you celebrate? An event you celebrate?
Exams being over.
Oh, nice.
I celebrate that every year. I haven't done an exam in 20 years.
But you still get the dream where you're in an exam and you haven't prepared for it.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Most
That doesn't go
stressful
away
dream.
ever.
Yes. But hey, look forward to your lives.
Okay, people at home.
I did the exam and I hadn't prepared for it, so.
We got smiling from Maddie.
Sorry, McDonalding, whistling, swimming, smiling.
Was that? Did I ask for them?
Kicking.
Okay, where is... what's your dream job at home? Put in a dream job.
A dream
And whilst we're on
Young
jobs,
Life leader.
Hosting that Young Life leader. Yes, Young Life leader. Steve.
People, the leaders, could you tell me the worst place to work? Like in a setting like an art office or a warehouse or that sort of environment. What's the worst work environment?
Which work story was the worst for you, Ruth? The one where your boss jumped at you at work, the one where he jumped at you at the lake, the one. Anyway, James Murray says zookeeper.
Okay.
A bad work environment. I worked in a school and I had to clean the toilets. That was pretty awful.
Okay.
I worked in the range once, and that was horrible.
Right.
I was B&M, so we were like...
Yeah.
I worked in a hotel.
The Battle of the Orange and Blue.
Hotel.
Car park, that's pretty awful.
Car park.
Yes.
Just saying, anybody who would who is reaching out and dreaming for a job in these roles, they can be great.
Yeah, they can be.
They can
So,
be. They can be.
Seek them out.
For the person who's got an interview
no.
at the range tomorrow, it can be good.
The person who's got an interview at the toilet, just don't go.
Dark chocolate. Why are we talking about dark chocolate? Did
I don't think we should discourage people going to the toilet. If you need to, you need to.
Well, yeah.
Like you can do more damage not going.
What were some of the verbs we had? We had some...
James, we give advice here.
Smiling.
It's really good.
How we do it?
We need a cartoon character from those at home.
Cartoon
Top
character
tier.
from home.
And one of the leaders. What
Helen
was the
says
last thing?
Hoddesdon Dump. as a bad place to work, not...
Excuse me, I worked there.
Yeah.
Was it rubbish? Steve.
Oh, yes.
We've got Garfield. Garfield is the first one
Our
for
cartoon
the
character.
cartoon character.
What was the last thing you watched on
Pepe
your
Le
phone,
Pew.
Josh?
Josh, last thing you
Hello.
watched on your phone.
That Young Life show.
Oh.
I thought you were going to say Young Life Southampton's show. Close one there.
I'd have been kicked off the show if that was the case.
And Steve, what was the last thing you googled?
Oh, what was the last thing I googled? I'm trying to remember.
Sorry, I should say the last thing I googled was walks around Dunstable.
We can use that. We
Yeah,
can
we'll
use
do
that.
I know. Citygate Church, Bournemouth.
It needs to be more of a question rather than a thing.
What was the last question you googled?
Yeah. Like, I usually use it for spelling. How do you spell blah blah blah? But it's hard to search for that because you have to spell it.
Yes.
That's very
know.
true. I found that
The
quite
problem
hilarious.
is, why would I want to ask Google anything when I know everything?
That's a good question.
Right. That's one.
I asked Google.
That was what I googled.
Dunstable Hospital.
Okay,
You really did your...
We're almost there, guys.
Okay.
People
let's
at
go for some
home.
sensible. Tim, could I have a body part?
Nose.
I thought you were going to say
No,
no.
no, he actually
I
wants
thought
a
she
body
was going to
part.
say no.
What am
You
I
may not.
Phil, what is your best
Which body part of Tim?
Guys.
Which,
Oh, I don't
Tim's
remember.
big
What
one.
was it?
way
What's
away.
yours?
There it is. I want Phil's best pickup line.
Are you a volcano?
Perhaps we
Because
should ask
I
Sarah.
love you.
Oh, that's good.
Great
Cheesy,
pickup line.
but I like it.
Thank you.
Okay.
You can use that
Right.
at home. You can use that.
We need a nickname for a biker for people at home. Ed, give them some examples.
Like, Derek, or,
or Sweet Pete, or
Sweet...
Gross.
And
I don't know. Do you know, I once accidentally played in a biker band, but that's another story.
What was your name?
Ed.
Josh, plural medical device.
A what? Sorry.
A plural medical device. So something medical, but more than one of them.
Ed.
Stethoscopes.
Ed Biker Wells.
Ed Biker Wells.
There's a few people who have.
And
biped.
finally,
Phyllis on wheels.
something you would hide if a guest came to your house.
Something
My
you
children.
My children.
James's children. Can we specify that
yeah.
that's James's?
Yeah. Do we have the name?
The biker name is Phyllis on Wheels.
As in it.
Okay, I think we're there. What was that?
I can imagine that in a tattoo
Phyllis
somewhere on someone.
on wheels.
Phyllis on Wheels.
It's on the screen there.
It's a skit character name for Ruth in future years.
Phyllis on
That's
wheels.
it. Let me just double check my script.
Here we go.
Oh no, one more. An amount of time from anybody anywhere in the world.
250
Donkey's
sorry,
years.
Go on, Steve.
350 milliseconds.
Nice.
Okay.
5-0.
Tell you what, I think we should let Kieran get on with the writing of that.
There's one man. There's one man that we haven't.
We have survived.
We've survived this.
Let me do it. Okay, leaders. I'm afraid you're not going to survive this cull.
Oh.
Bye
bye.
Goodbye, leaders.
Bye bye.
It's all right. It's all right.
Bye bye.
There we go.
Wow.
We survived though.
Thank you.
Talking of survival,
Ooh,
seamless.
linky.
29 episodes in. It's taken me that. Okay.
That was good.
We have had the pleasure of knowledge.
Yeah.
Over the last few weeks. On it's a jungle out there, and sometimes we need tips on how to survive. We didn't go to Bear Grylls because he cost too much. We didn't go to the other guy who's on ITV because, you know, who watches that? Well, there's only one man that we can go to. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Survival Stew.
I'll see you next time after I get back from some intense survival training. Well, when faced with the need to undergo intense survival training, some people would have chickened out. Some people would have done an accent that sounds like a broken robot, but not Stu. Stu adapted. Stu survived. And Stu went to the toughest survival training camp in Scotland. Gotta love those pedalos. Hey Stu, hang on a sec, it's the final episode. First, I've got to think of a really good grand finale for Survival Stew Strip Back. Why don't you do what all the other shows do? Do a montage of B-roll clips you haven't used elsewhere in the series, overlaid with a voiceover of vaguely philosophical and uplifting things. I do have a montage ready. You know why I have a montage ready? Because I'm just that prepared. Roll the clip. As my time in Scotland draws to a close, I can't help but feel something is coming to an end here. This could even be described as something finishing. This place's natural beauty is so natural and so beautiful that I'm struck by how beautiful it is. This place has changed me, and I have been changed by it. And I think part of myself will always be here, even though all of me is leaving. I've been made to look inside myself and ask questions. Questions like, who am I? What am I? And what's Kieran been eating? The wilderness and wildness of this place is something you can't understand until you truly immerse yourself in it. Fully embrace the world around you and your place within it to truly experience stripped back survival. What did you want to ask me anyway? Yeah, the Hilton Hotel call. There's something about a 6-week stay and a huge room service bill. Gotta go.
Thank you, Stu. There comes a time in every point in history where the world looks to art for where the future lies. For in art we see ourselves. And it gives me great pleasure in introducing the next of the great Kieran Ring trilogy that has now been going on for more than 3, so it's bigger than a trilogy. It's almost a double trilogy. It's back-to-back trilogy. It's more of a box set. But through this art, Through this art, we find ourselves... Sorry, you can't see this. We find ourselves... So it gives me great pleasure in giving you this Kieran Ring performance. Thank you and enjoy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome on board Twitwoo Airlines Flight 7 with a non-stop service to Hogwarts. I'm Ron Floof.
My name is Butt, not...
And I am Mark, but you can call me Kim Kardashian. Now, we do apologize for the 350 millisecond delay. We are stalled because Scorpion are painting on the runway.
Before we depart on this flight, please pay attention to this funny safety announcement.
Ensure all your mobile devices, including smartphones, tablets, and stethoscopes, are turned off and stowed. If we see you using one, we will come up and tell you it's... Can I have my fingernail back?
There are 12 exits on this plane. Please take a look around to find the nearest McDonald's. In the event of exams being over, one of James's children will drop down from the panel above.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, our in-flight entertainment this evening is That Young Life show, and also a bonus documentary on Garfield. Learning how to smile.
Oh, I've seen that. That's good. It's good.
If you have any questions like, why would I ask Google anything? Don't hesitate to ask by raising your nose and waving it.
Now, this is the holiday season. We at Twitwoo Airlines hope you get to be a zookeeper.
We also hope you get to be in a school car park.
Thank you for flying with Twitwoo Airlines. And on behalf of Captain Phyllis on Wheels and all of us...
Are you a volcano?
Because I love you. And scene.
I mean, it's meaningful, insightful, and beautiful. Thank you for that, guys.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Kieran,
I just want to...
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
That was
momentous.
From the bottom of my heart. Head-breaking character.
I know. I don't know. Yes. That was beautifully epic.
It was.
I've loved doing the Mad Libs. They've been fun. The one with the two Sarahs, Sarah from Hatfield.
Yeah.
Hi, Sarah, if
Hi.
you're there. And Sarah Weston.
Hi,
Sarah, if you're there. They were that where they just
another highlight. But what I want to know, we've gone through some of our highlights. We've
Yes.
gone through Josh's highlight, which we cleverly lined up without him knowing. What I want to know is what the people at home, the real reason we're doing this, what they liked, what they enjoyed.
Yeah, that's right. So on Instagram, we had a poll. We set out a few of segments that your leaders created, and from them we found the winning ones. So we have 3 clips from you. We have one from Helen. We have one from Tim, and we have one from Steve. Ooh. Your wonderful suggestions.
Just as a point, we've had the joy of hosting this.
Yes.
But it's really the leaders who spend their time putting all of the videos together. And so thank you for doing all the stupid stuff on behalf of everyone. To the leaders for doing it.
Yeah.
Phil.
Yeah, so...
which one are we going to watch first?
Well, I always like to get an idea of what things are and how best to use them when I buy something new.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
And earlier this year, one person took it upon themselves to review the things that we all use.
That's it.
To review the things that you used. You've probably used one of these today, maybe, if you followed the reviews. So here is Helen reviewing a fork.
Hi, and welcome back to Helen Reviews. For thank you for all your kind messages. It's been so great to hear from you from all over the world. I've just got a few seconds to run through some of your questions, so we'll just get straight to it. Hi, good day, Kylie from Australia. To answer your question, yes, they come in lots of different sizes and colours. The mozzies must be big in the outback. Hi, Anna from Finland. Yes, I did know you could get a wooden spoon. Yes, thank you for sharing that. And Kieran from Hartford. The answer to your question is no. Don't be silly. Right, moving on. So, after looking at the fly swatter last week, I thought we could go back to the basics. Now, the spoon, of course, is really good for scooping things up, for stirring, but I thought today we could go back to the fork. The fork's great with its long, sturdy handle and its 4 prongs, and it's perfect for just spearing that food. Let's have a look at it in action. Isn't that amazing? And again, oh, this was a bit harder. Brilliant. And it is, the great thing about it is that you can use it to pick up so many different types of food. And it's especially useful when that food's hot. The fork. Wouldn't want to do life without it.
Wouldn't want to do life without it. And do you know what? Something else I couldn't do life without is some positivity. And someone who brought us positivity back during lockdown was Tim, shouting random compliments. Hit it, Tim.
In the world gone mad, one man will bring hope by shouting random compliments. Written by 5-year-olds.
You make me feel comfortable. Like sweatpants.
Oh, there we go. That came back quicker than we expected. Okay, so that was the brilliant Tim shouting compliments written by 5-year-olds.
You look comfortable, like sweatpants.
You make me feel comfortable. And what's brilliant about that one is that I have them on a soundboard just here, so you can do...
I don't know who you think you are, but if it's somebody awesome, you're right.
Yeah,
I can see Steve... not Steve, sorry. I can see Tim.
You make me feel comfortable. Like sweatpants.
There we go, Tim. You'd forgotten you'd done this, hadn't you?
Yes.
Did you... Do you think there's a button that I'm about to press?
I know exactly which button you've got your finger on, yeah.
I don't know who you think you are, but if it's somebody awesome, you're right.
Because...
Baby, you're firework. About that.
There, anyway. Wow. Thank you, Tim, for doing that.
Thank you, Tim.
But that piece of music reminds me of the sacrifice that one person went to for something like 13 weeks on the trot. Steve King took a song and changed the words so they were more relevant for that week. Now, before I play you this, you have to remember this was in a time where there was a shortage of toilet rolls, where we fought over toilet rolls in shops. Hopefully we didn't, but hopefully you would have just given them to me. And life was crazy. We were all in isolation. So Steve did the isolation tapes, and here is one of his songs.
Hi there, Hartford and Hoddesdon Young Life. It's Song of the Week. Being told to stay home, stuck all alone. Wanna hit the road, wanna hit the road. Nothing's changed in the last 2 months. Architecture too familiar. I'm so used to this. Time goes slow, sitting watching kiss. Time goes slow, sitting watching TV, just like me. You all know what I mean. There's a meeting place that I'm dreaming of. In the meantime, I need a vaccine. Wanna run the clock down to get out of lockdown. Be nice to get downtown. Just wanna see you all meeting up at Calvary Hall, where we're gonna have a ball. Wanna run the clock down to get out of lockdown. Be nice to get downtown. Just wanna see you all meeting up at Calvary Hall, where we're gonna have a ball, have a ball, have a ball.
Wow, Steve
Memories.
King and
What
the Isolation Tapes. If you want to watch any of that stuff, most of it is up on our YouTube channel. Don't go now. Later. Sorry,
We're nearly at 50.
Yes, we're gonna pin him down and shave his leg. No, we're not. It's all on our on the YL Hartford YouTube channel, so you can catch up with Steve's Isolation Tapes.
Yes, sir.
And Emma's Spraying Stuff Gold and all sorts. It's all there. Thank you so much to all the leaders for doing that. But that song had a sentiment that I think we all still feel, and that is, while it's great to do this, how great would it be to do it in person again? And how great would it be to be back in the room all together doing those crazy things? And Phil, what is the good news to the bittersweet bit that we're finishing this?
Yeah, well, you guys, next week, half term, enjoy your holidays. The week after that, you're back at school, but relax and get into the swing of things. But the week after, we are going to be meeting in Cowbridge Hall, and we're going to have a ball.
Well, not an actual ball. We're going to have club.
Yes.
In
person.
Really, while we have loved doing this, but it isn't the same as being together
Not at
with
all.
you.
Missed you.
And it is so exciting to get to a point where we can all meet up again. So we are 2 weeks away.
2 weeks away.
2 weeks, maybe 3.
3.
After.
Yeah.
3 weeks, and we will be in Cowbridge Halls. To get into this place, we have to walk past Cowbridge Halls, and it it's exciting to think that we will soon be there. And
On the 17th of June.
17th
That's what
of
Sarah
June,
says.
because Sarah says. So 2 weeks after half.
Put it in your phone right now. Well, not right
Yes.
now. Wait a minute. Wait till we're finished. Be polite.
So yes, we are back in person.
I mean,
so
how
exciting.
amazing. So make sure you keep up to date on all the social stuff, because that's where we're going to be getting information to you out, because there might be specifics and important stuff that you need to know.
Yes.
But there is stuff before then. So we said we would come back to James. Do we want to go?
We
to see
do.
what James
We do want to go to James. James.
Hello.
And probably I was going to get Sarah in, but Sarah isn't
Sarah's gone,
here.
but we'll get Tim as well in a minute.
We'll get Tim in. Yeah,
Tim knows what's
We'll
going
come
on.
to James first. James, Hoddesdon.
Yes.
Hoddesdon massive. I assume we're taking a break for half term. What is going on with Hoddesdon? And now you're fully ingrained into Hoddesdon. What is the upcoming program? Where are you doing campaigners? What are you doing with campaigners and life? Go tell us.
Okay, so this Friday we'll be meeting at Berkeley Park at 4 o'clock for a hangout, which is the and then we're going to have obviously the half term off.
Yep.
Then after that it'll be Tuesday online, and then Friday obviously we will be doing the hangout every Friday 4 o'clock. So if you can only want to do it online, then we can do it on a Tuesday. If you want to come to both, that's absolutely fine. So that is what we've got going on for them.
Exactly. And we're going to be doing club with Hartford still, which is really exciting. So
it's going to be my first one in person. It's going to be amazing.
We'll get to meet him.
You can see this.
People will get to work out how tall James is.
And you'll also get to hear him rap
And
live.
yes, he will be rapping live. Yes.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
I heard
the
it here
inside
first.
scoop.
Yes.
Tim, what will you be doing live?
Tim, Tim, where in the world are you, James? Thank you very much. Tim, where are you?
Still in Scotland at the moment, but hopefully coming back to London soon.
Do you know, we told, just before we went live, we told Tim of our secret plan that we had for last week that didn't quite come off. But me and Phil nearly travelled all the way to Scotland just to present the Young Life show from Tim's front door. We got very close.
They were. I was scared I'd be here on my own.
I genuinely believe they'd have done this as well.
It was
fully approved. It was a fully approved plan.
Tell me what's happening tomorrow.
We are doing Fantastic Friday, so we're all going online to play Among Us at 4:30. I won't be there, but enough people will be there to make it happen.
Wonderful. Perfect. Tim, thank you for doing that.
Also, I think Football Fridays is happening as well tomorrow. So if you want to come, meet us down at Hartham at 4:00.
Play some football. Tim, thank you for all the silliness that we've made you do.
What a hero.
It's been so much fun.
It's been
Can we give him a clap on the
Right, we can give you a clap, yes.
I was so worried that was going to be the firework button again.
No, Tim, this one. Anyway, Tim, thank you so much. It's been good fun.
Right.
So,
it's it.
That is
it.
Have good work experience. Have a good last day at school.
Yes.
Have a good first one in person. Dylan, can't wait to see you there.
Yes.
So that's that. But
thanks, Ed.
We have. There's one more thing.
So this song isn't the song I want to end on.
I don't think it is. I think there's a different one we could end on.
And it's not Firework.
It's not Firework.
No.
Right, we are going to go. But we're going to leave you with one video before we go. Because it is one of our favourites that we couldn't quite fit in anywhere. But
one quick thing. Sorry, Ed.
Yeah.
We are not doing a Zoom call after this. Because it's pretty much 9:30 and we're leaving you with an absolute gem of a treat.
It is something that happened
the best
right at the end of the first term. One of our leaders made a video that made us emotional, so here it comes. Thank you for all watching. Thank you for being here. We will see you soon. Here is Tim with his Word of the Week song.
Bye.
I was so inspired by Steve's isolation tapes that I thought I would have a go at doing a cover song of my own. This is my cover of La Galop Infernale from one of my favourite operettas, Offenbach's Orpheus in the Underworld. My favourite scene is in fact the one where it starts raining sheep. Let's cue the music. Arbor, barbiturates, calligraphy, depreciate, epiphany, formaldehyde, geolithic, hydroxide, antikythera, kinematic liturgy, metronome, mesography, orca and phonology, quintessential, rotund stenography, temperamental, ulterior virology, versifications, islandium and two, favourite word now that's zenses, zenids, zenic numbers. How my song of words now increases your know-how, but I must now go. Oh, this song has one more chorus, which I did ignore as I've run out of words to share with you. Thank you.
We'll see you soon. Thank you so much, Tim. Thank you to all the leaders for all that stuff. We'll see you very soon. Have a great half time. We'll see you live in person.
And thank you.
Bye. Bye.